10 lines on Tatya Tope for students and children in English. Set 1. 10 lines on Tatya Tope for kids. Set 1 is helpful for students of classes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Number 1. Tatya Tope, also known as Ramchandra Pandurang, was one of the first freedom fighters who took part in the Indian Mutiny of 1857 and 1858. Number 2. Tatya Tope, despite having no military training, was one of the greatest rebellion leaders who rebelled against the British generals in the British Indian Army. Number 3. Being a staunch Maratha Brahmin, Tatya Tope served the former ruler Baji Rao and his adopted son Nana Sahib. Number 4. In the year 1857, in November, the rebel forces led by Tatya Tope had taken the state of Gwalior into control. Number 5. The mutiny of Tatya Tope and the likes of Nana Sahib created the foundation stone for the Indian independence movement against the British. Number 6. He is known as one of the first and the greatest heroes of the Indian freedom struggle and is still remembered by people today. Number 7. Tatya Tope also joined hands with another great women freedom fighter, Rani Lakshmibai, when Kanpur was occupied by the British. Number 8. His work with the women freedom fighter Rani Lakshmibai created a great revolt in the state of Bundelkhand. Number 9. Tatya Tope was hanged on the 18th of April in 1859 and it ended the first revolt or the first war of Indian independence against the British. Number 10. His death was not in vain. It rekindled fire among many Indians and created the Indian Revolution movement against the British, which ended in 1947 on 15th August, when India attained independence from the British regime. Set 2. 10 lines on Tatya Tope for school students. Set 2 is helpful for students of classes 6, 7 and 8. Number 1. Tatya Tope, who was born in the year 1893 to a Brahmin family in Pune, was one of the first freedom fighters in India. Number 2. Having been born in the noble family of Panduranga Rao Tope in the court of Peshwa Baji Rao II, he was inclined to the Maratha regiment back in the day. Number 3. When Lord Dalhousie prevented Nana Sahib from the power transformation from his father, Tatya started to revolt against the British. Number 4. Anti-British sentiment started growing in the Maratha region because of the atrocities meted out to Nana Sahib. Number 5. The occupation of Kanpur by the British led Tatya Tope and Rani Lakshmibai to join hands to revolt together against the British East Indian Army. Number 6. The fall of Gwalior was the turning point in the first war against the British led by Tatya Tope. Guerrilla warfare was conducted across central India after the fall of Gwalior in the regions of Malwa, Bundelkhand and Rajputana. Number 7. Despite not having any formal military training, Tatya Tope is considered to be a very strategic and intelligent military person. Number 8. In the end, Tatya Tope was betrayed by his trusted friend Man Singh, and that led to his capture on the 7th of April 1859. There are also speculations that Tatya Tope was killed in action and not hanged. Number 9. The tales of Tatya Tope are still taught to children across India in the 21st century because of his love and sacrifice for India. Operation Red Lotus accounts for Tatya Tope's courage and has documented his death in a different way than what history suggests. Number 10. It is also said that the history was written with an agenda, and hence the real tale of Tatya Tope might never be known to today's people. It is also true that the 18th century Indian history that is part of schools is pure propaganda and false information fed by the former British colonial rulers. Set 3. 10 lines on Tatya Tope for higher class students. Set 3 is helpful for students of classes 9, 10, 11, 12 and competitive exams. Number 1. Tatya Tope was one of the first rebellious freedom fighters in India, along with Rani Lakshmibai, Mangal Pandey, and Babu Kuvar Singh. Number 2. The valor, courage, and self sacrificing nature of Tatya Tope is remembered to this day, even after 200 years of his tale. Number 3. He fought in central India in the areas of Kanpur and Bundelkhand with the tactic of guerrilla warfare against the British. Number 4. Tatya Tope led an army of as large as 20,000 soldiers and forced the British to move out of Kanpur. Number 5. In the districts of Guna, Chanderi, Kolaras, and Shivpuri, the tales of Tatya Tope and his guerrilla warfare are studied and celebrated even today. Number 6. He joined hands with the likes of Lakshmibai, Mangal Pandey, and Nana Sahib to fight together against the British. Number 7. The revolution that Tatya Tope started to rekindle the next decades of the Indian independence movement that ultimately led to the independence of India from the British regime. Number 8. It is said that Tatya Tope's stories of getting captured by the British and succumbing to death by hanging are false, and many reports suggest that he died while fighting the British soldiers in central India. Number 9. It is also speculated that he died in the year 1909 somewhere in the western part of Gujarat. Number 10. His clever policies and a military strategic band of mind, despite not having any military training, gave the Indian revolt against the British a much needed impetus.